had a lady call me on the phone a few days ago to tell me she was looking for a horse. She said it had to be safe, sane, sound, and smooth. I told her I had one, and this is him. This is a 12-year-old Missouri Foxtrotter gelding. His mother was out of a black cloud stallion, and his sire happens to be the top producing Missouri Foxtrotter stallion of all time, Southern Sunrise. Southern Sunrise is the sire of more World Grand Champion Foxtrotters than any other horse that's ever lived, and an overwhelming majority of them were won by amateurs. And it's quite possible that might be just because they're smarter. Most people find they don't really need a trainer for these horses when they go to break them out. Just be good to them, keep it interesting for them, and they'll be asking what you want next. Most all of them love to learn, and this horse is no exception. I didn't teach this horse to lay down for mounting and dismounting like I have with some of my other horses in the past. If someone needed him to do that, he could always be left here for additional training. It probably wouldn't take long. If you wanted to leave him here a little longer, I could probably teach him to go in the house and make you a sandwich. He's about that smart.
Over here, Jay. Go ahead this way, quick. Real quick. Get behind me.
If you'll notice, most of these Missouri Foxtrotters have a temperament kind of like a workhorse. They make great kids' horses. You could throw half a dozen kids on his back and have them crawl around and fall off and play around on him out here in this small arena, and I guarantee you this horse will enjoy and love every minute of it. I've seen him do it. I probably didn't get but about 1% captured on this video of all the great experiences we've had on this horse, or all the things he's put up with from us. He's been in parades and play days, ridden through town, gathered up cattle, swam through ponds. It's really hard to set out and try to show all of those things off on just those certain days we plan on taping. I wish I could show you his reaction when a deer jumped out of the woods with me on him the other day. He's kind of a horse with two different colors. He's kind of light right now, but in the spring he sheds out off to be a golden palomino. And if you kept him out of the sun, he'd stay that way all year round. Right here, I think he finally got tired of me and decided to go see what the camera lady was doing.
Keep recording. Get him.
I have about a 3-foot dressage type whip I use here to encourage him to move his butt around for me to get on. But sometimes I just use one of my reins to do it. He's done it so much, he usually don't need anything anymore. He just does it automatically, trying to figure out what I want. By the way, we call this horse Opie, and that came from him following me around like Opie off the Andy Griffith Show. His registered name is Sunrise's Smooth Operator.
Now try to get me open this gate. Swing around this way a little bit. And then come on in here too. But not with me. Just come on in now. Just shut it off. Go this way. Go here. Keep walking up the hill, folks.
Opie has shoes on right now. They're just lightweight plates. But he'd be fine barefoot as long as you didn't override him on the rocks too much. He'd be a good candidate for a barefoot trimmed horse. He's got good feet and easy to shoe, and he's not bothered by the clippers around his ears at all either. It's hard to tell in this video, but it's downhill here, and a lot of gaited horses have a hard time staying square and will slip into a lateral, swingy, pacey way of traveling when they're going downhill. Not this beast. He stays right in there and keeps on doing what he's supposed to do, whether you're riding him collected or loose reined. I don't show it much in this video, but if I quit holding my hands up and showing him where I want his head, he'll lower it down and ride more like a Western pleasure kind of a horse if you want him to. Or you can shorten your reins up and increase the momentum in your seat and leave the Western pleasure people in the dust if you wanted to. You can go off and leave them and cover 5 times the country in a day and see a whole lot more scenery and get off and feel like doing it again the next day. Instead of feeling like your organs were bounced out of place and your legs are worn out from having to post all day. No thank you. Matter of fact, you don't even have to hold your reins tighter if you don't want to. This horse will do it loose reined. I just do that to make him look a little fancier in case you ever want to take him to a show. It's whatever you want to do with this horse. He doesn't care. That's why Missouri Foxtrotters are considered the most versatile horses in the world, and I feel honored to get to work with them every day. I was trying to swing this tarp around his head to show he wasn't scared of it, but he was stepping on it with his left hind foot. That's why it's nice to have a horse that moves over from leg pressure. And here I'm moving him back over to the left to show him exactly where I want him to go. He would make a great Actha horse. I really wasn't even quite sure what I was going to do here, and it kind of surprised him. At first he thought I wanted him to walk over the barrel, but he figured it out quickly, just like I knew he would. I got rid of the D-ring snaffle and put an aluminum straight bit in his mouth. That is what I would want to use if I was going to show him. He travels just a little fancier with it. It makes it just a little easier to ride him with one hand. His cue to canter is either lean in towards the side you want him to lead with and just say canter, or you can move his haunches in towards whichever lead departure you would like him to lead out with. He loves to canter. Here I slowed it down a little so you can watch it closer. See how the reins are not tight. They almost flop when his head comes up. This is probably how he ought to be shown with just one hand. Here I'm looking down at my left and just insinuating that I want a canter. And I also say the word canter just to help him figure it out. What I'm doing with the walk and the canter and the foxtrot is pretty effortless. I'm not holding tight. He's mostly loose rein. I'm just reminding him of where I want his head to be, and he just shakes naturally. He just bred to do that. Thanks for watching my video. This is going to make someone a great horse.